Mr. Raman Sapori. Mr. Raman Sapori is founder and president, Aerospace and Defense Consultants of Association of India. He is also strategic advisor to aerospace and defense industry and is senior general manager at Data Patterns India Private Limited. Coming from an engineering background, he has done MTech in lasers and electro-optics and is MSMS in business management. He is professional engineer in defense technology. Mr. Raman was also director India Campus, Computer Science Information System for University of Westminster. He also co-hosted Indo-Pacific Technology webinar series at My Security TV, Australia, Tech Invest Advisor and Sharing Happiness. As Senior Strategic Advisor, he represented Wipro Technologies in global events. Mr. Raman was Wing Commander in Indian Air Force. His commendable achievement was as chief guest at All India Force IT Commanders Conference at Bangalore, and he also wrote the Defense Business Vision document, Perspective and Strategic Plan. Today, Mr. Raman will talk about transforming defense and aerospace. So, delegates, let's welcome Mr. Raman.
Ladies, gentlemen, good afternoon, namaste. If there are some people from outside India also, welcome to all of you. I'll just give you where I come from. I was in the uniform for 25 years. And I left early because I wanted to write the digital and the technology platform. My stint in the Air Force has been handling very old antique systems, which India only got in the PL 480 scheme after, this Pokhran blast, because there was technology denial when we went in the Air Force. After that, India got its first, the Cray XMP computers, CDAC Pune. And then today, let me tell you what is happening today now. Let's talk, don't worry about the past. Today, India has entered what is truly the golden or the sunrise period of aerospace defense industry. Let me tell you why, 2-3 bullet points. You've been investing in stocks of defense and aerospace. There are not many Indian companies listed there. The return on the investment is more than the return on the investment in gold. And in the last 8 or 9 years, government has done all the policy initiatives which are required to be done. Number one, the PLI scheme for the production of drones in many industries itself. Number two, with my partners in Bombay, we've been able to convince the government to reduce the GST on MRO industry from 18% to 5%. Unfortunately, we had this COVID after that, but India can reap the benefits on them because the aerospace defense platforms don't go away just overnight. They remain there for 30, 40 years itself. So India can play a very lead role in maintenance and repair. That could be a big service industry. Then you have the offset obligations. And recently you must have read the news. The Indian space industry also has been opened to the private sector itself. Last but not the least, the bureaucracy also is now moving very fast. I would even tell you with confidence that you can walk into any bureaucrat today, discuss your ideas, walk into Army Design Bureau, walk into Air Force, Navy, anywhere. If anyone in India, whether individual, startup, medium, has got an idea which can solve the problem, you would not only get hearing from the people in South Block. If the idea is good, it is received, you would even get funded with many schemes which the government has got. In fact, a lot of companies are now transforming the auto industries to the drone industries. The drone industry is now creating the vision document to go to the next, merger of artificial intelligence, robotics along with drone industry. The time when we were working in Wipro and previous to that, when I was in the government, it was very difficult to get any technology from outside India, more so from US, because that came under the ITAR. And the heart and brain of any such platform would be the electronics and embedded software. When you buy a radar from, let's say, Thales or anywhere else, no matter you get the radar through Bharat Electronics Limited, but we had no clue how the software will function. If there is a bug, who will remove the software? With the Indian young entrepreneurs who are working very agile technologies also in software itself, anyone who does not enter this industry will miss the bus and regret. Just to share with you how the ecosystem is evolving today, at top of the layer we have got the OEMs, Lockheed Martin, Boeing, Thales, the Israelis and Russians. Then you have the layerized or the tiered architecture. in the defense news listing magazine every year, there are only two Indian companies listed there in the top 100. One is Hindustan Aeronautics, HAL. Second is Bharat Electronics. The data points which we have got, in the next 5 years, there will be at least 3 or 4 Indian private sector getting listed in the defense top 100. And in the next 3 to 4 years, there will be at least 2 or 3 Indian startups moving to the unicorn space. So it's a very good news which I'm sharing with you. I was last week in Bombay Stock Exchange. I was flooded with calls by the investors, both the mutual fund investors and the private investors. Please tell us where to invest. So through this forum, I am giving a very good news. Anyone who's got a project on idea is running short of funds, there are people willing to fund you. That's a good news. So fund will not be a constraint today, no matter what the size of the project would be. So I'm giving all the good things. Anybody who's listening, if you're missing the conversation today, if you have the ability, you have the idea, you have the right team, funding is available, projects are available, government is now extended the emergency purchase provisions also. That means from the time the project is conceived to the project is awarded, it is just 6 months time. Those good old days pre 2010 to 2015, when the project was hanging in the files for 10 years, 20 years, and then the project is discarded, obsolescence. Today, anyone having an idea, even an individual can participate in projects. You don't have to have a startup. If you as a student, more than 18 years, can just submit a document, 2-page form, give it to the Army Design Bureau, you even get the audience, presentation, and the funding starts. With this, I'll close, and the sky is the limit. And it's not only manufacturing, IoT, machine learning, and of course, many technologies are available. We can discuss in details, anyone interested. Yeah. Thank you so much.